Hi Art, it's me, Cyril from Slovenia. It's been some 10 years or so since we last met in New York. Things have changed a little bit. I have 4 kids now. I'm a bit more religious, but nothing to worry about here. Our rabbi is really all about comics, not just mouse, but also superhero comics, so it's cool. And my recent work mostly consists of educational comics. I'm working with non-government organizations, companies, like Red Cross, and I also work with unions. So things like this, for example, this is an educational comics for a company that works with catering, and we got awarded for this one, and we won in spite of Microsoft and some big companies also joining the competition. But it's been 15 years since I left the University of Ljubljana's Academy of Fine Arts, and I didn't have great time there. As you could imagine, I was like a fish in a tank, and I didn't like it, so I basically waited for bodies of all my enemies to flow with the river. They're all dead or retired now, and the professor that I'm working now on my master's degree is my friend, and he's really great. Now, for my master's degree, I really took your advice seriously. I know it's crazy, but I did that. I really took your advice seriously. I teamed up with my dentist, and it's comics, educational comics about healing 2 of my teeth, basically. And it's true story. They are basically really two teeth of mine, but of course I added some comics elements. But you should not expect in this comics some extreme artistry. I really wanted to tidy up my knowledge. So for example, we printed two Slovenian and English version already, just to be tested. So this comics has been read all over and over again by professionals. It's been some 400 Slovenian and 200 international professionals already working on this, and I really gained a huge consensus, both professional and regarding the story. So the story is simple, the drawings are extremely clear, and I do not usually draw that clear. It's like Oscar Schlemmer's, like 20s, really clear drawing. And I'm trying also to the comic sign. For example, if you look on the lower part, you just see spirals. If I lift it up, you'll see that the body changes perspective and position. So basically all the characters are really studied up and cleaned up. So I do not think that this is some artistic overachievement. It's just really simple storytelling, and I wanted to make a nice school project, but on a really high professional level. So this is why, as you being basically a godfather of the project, I just wanted to ask you for a short blurb. So the blurb could be something in the order like an old media used in a new way, because I don't believe that in a region there's anybody more skilled in educational comics than I am at the moment, because I'm really working on for 10 years in the field now. So stay cool. In the second part of my presentation, I'll browse you through the story, so you won't have to read it in the detail. Thanks, Art. Bye. This is your print, mouse print, hanging in our kitchen, if you wondered. And this is Endodontocomix. This is how we decided to call it. The cover is an homage to early American comics, especially to early American educational comics. The story starts with a virtual camera protruding through my mouth and me introducing myself, my daily routine, and I explain that I drink every morning coffee and eat croissants with my dentist and her assistant. I get toothache, I get rushed to the studio where I get checked, and the dentist, she goes on to explain how the tooth is composed, how bacteria work to get caries. I get sent to take an X-ray scan, and lo and behold, I do have a toothache and a tooth problem. And she goes on with treatment. She opens the root canal, cleans the root canal, and when the procedure is finished, I figure out that bacteria are dead. I figured that it would be interesting to make a comic about it, and it's arranged that she will explain in more detail to me. And in the evening I'm supposed to take out the trash, but I use as an excuse my teeth. My wife does not accept that, and I do have to take out the trash. Next day or next week, I get tooth filled up, and here you see is an ode to this gutta percha resin, which is still used as a filling. I get my tooth filled and everything seems okay. She hands me, in the evening my wife, she said, okay, you've taken out the trash, your teeth is okay, you know, and we take a little time for ourselves basically. And next time my treatment is finished, the dentist, she gives me a handout with interesting facts about teeth, like for example that one of the first jobs of young Walt Disney was a movie about dentistry, and also some of the first horror novels were about the teeth. And I still cannot function, I still have a toothache, and next day toothache gets really worse and I get rechecked, and Ludmila finds out that I have another problem with another teeth. I get sent this time to a specialist, to another dentist. So for the readers, it's meant, you know, that here the specialist's work will be explained, and he really goes into some detail. He uses microscope to treat me. The treatment is fast and effective, and in a year's time we're raising our glasses because I'm healthy and because Mojca and I are expecting our fourth child. True story. You still remember, and she just checks me again and everything is okay. My kids come, my wife come, we're all happy, and we're going out in the Ljubljana's evening to have an ice cream. And basically it's the juxtaposition, or it's a negative of the dark tooth from the beginning of the story. A lot of detail here. Here's us strolling the Ljubljana street, and it ends with me or someone singing this vanilla song, and in the end you have this upside down cone, a bit metaphysical, and the end. And when you just think it's all over, you get the quiz of Dr. Korenishek, or Dr. Rootman as we translated it, and you can check if you learned your facts. And once again, this comics is meant for patients, or better still for dentists to hand out to adult patients, because this comics has all frequently asked questions about endodontic procedures answered in a simple and funny way. So basically this is it. Thank you very much, Art. Stay cool.